Hi, we do have the AMI which was provisioned using the provisioner to install the HTTPD and make them to up and running at the start. Let's go ahead and start an EC2 instance using this specific AMI and verify. I have selected the AMI Packer Provisioners Demo, and as a part of actions, let me go ahead and say launch. Or even within the instance launch, it will have the option to select the AMI. So this is the AMI that we had selected. Let me choose T2 micro and I'll leave all the configurations as it is. Storage, I'll make sure delete on termination is selected. I'll add a tag with the name. This is just for identification within the console. Let me create a new security group, Packer Demo, and I'm going to allow only my IP address in the port 22. That's mainly for security purpose, and you all know HTTP runs in the port 80 by default. So to test, I need to open the port 80. So I can select HTTP directly or select TCP and select the port 80. And 80 I will allow from everywhere. Let me review and launch. Say launch. I'll use the existing key, the one that we created for Packer Demo, and launch the instance. The instance should be up and running within few minutes, and I can verify whether the HTTP is already configured and up and running by accessing the port 80 of this particular instance. The instance HTTP PROV is getting ready, and this is the public DNS. I'm going to access the port 80. Let me wait for the instance to get provisioned. I paused the video for a couple of minutes. Now the instance state is up and running. Status check is 2x2, check passed. Now I can use this public DNS and access the port 80. The port 80 is default, so I don't need to mention the port 80 explicitly. And it is going to provide the default page of HTTP server. As a part of provisioning, I can copy the content from source control systems like GitHub or some other repositories like S3. I can go ahead and copy the application files, and that will get served. That we will be doing it as a separate demo. Now this is a quick demo on how to do the provisioning and verify the provisioned HTTP server within EC2 instance. And one more thing to remember, whenever you are testing, make sure within the security groups, the inbound port 80 is allowed for all the sources, or otherwise you will not be able to access the port 80. So this is a quick confirmation on the AMI provisioned by Packer is having HTTPD installed and up and running. A quick reminder, always make sure to terminate the instances once you're done with the demo. Say for example, this EC2 instance, I can get into the actions, instance state, terminate. That will terminate the volume attached to this particular instance. Within AMI, I can go ahead and terminate the AMI. I can deregister the AMI as well. Let me deregister, select actions, deregister. And I need to manually delete the snapshot created for that particular AMI. I can verify the AMI ID, or based on the time I can do it. The best way to do is note down the AMI ID and for what AMI ID this particular snapshot was created, and say delete. In case if it is mapped to any AMI, you cannot delete it. And make sure there are no volumes. This is very, very important, or otherwise the resources would get costed and it will keep on getting added to your billing.